Hey, what's up, boat friends? I hope you're doing well. September 30th, just after 8:45 p.m. Central Time. Here in Duluth, Minnesota, and as you can see, we have the aerial lift bridge that is surrounded by fog. There was some light mist coming down. This is that type of video that I really love because you're going to really see the backdrop pop. It's going to look really cool. In a few minutes, the aerial lift bridge is going to start the operations to close off that street, Minnesota Avenue, on that side, on the Park Point side, so this bridge can go up to 135 feet. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope your weekend is going great. I had a lot of things going on this week for work, which is a good thing, all good stuff. But take a look at that sky. Check that out. We have an awesome ship that's coming through. I'm going to walk you down in a few minutes. We're going to look at the waves on Lake Superior. And I'll look down at the comments here in one moment. I just want to get everything set up. So for those that are new, this channel focuses on the arrival, the departure of ships here in Duluth, Minnesota, right next to this aerial lift bridge. And sometimes when I travel, I'll look for a port, I'll look for some ships. So periodically I'll travel and do some ship videos. So it's just all about having fun with some ships. No other agendas. We have a community called the Boat Friends. All of us are just people that love ships. And we talk about life, we talk about ships, and we just have a fun time. So that's what this is all about. And what we are going to watch here in a few moments is the Philip R. Clarke. That's going to be coming inbound. It's an old school Laker, 767 feet in length. And it's filled with limestone right now. It just came from Michigan on its way in. And here's a couple other things that, before I look at the comments and say what's up to everybody, let me show you a couple other things. So I'm sure you saw this video this week. Look, I'm telling you in person, that was so legit, so clean, so sleek. It's a different ship. And look, it's all perspective. Everybody has different ships they love. But this is such a contrast type of vessel. So you can go back if you didn't see it. It's a video that I uploaded. You'll see that. I think it's the first video that you'll be able to see. The other one that I wanted to point out that was a few days ago that I uploaded was that Federal Hudsonella. Yeah, the splash was cool. You can see it in the screen. But the lighting on that one, did you guys see the lighting? Green, white, red. I mean, that had to be the coolest lights I saw on a ship going outbound. But before we get rolling, let me get you set up with the conditions. Right here in Duluth, you have 63 degrees, 25 mile per hour wind out of the northeast. But I'm telling you, it feels a lot more than that. And you'll be the judge as we look out at Lake Superior. But again, I hope everybody's doing great. Let me go walk over and show you Lake Superior. Oh, Victoria, thank you so much. $15 donation. That's so cool. I really appreciate that. So I hope everybody's doing great. Did everybody have a good week? Thumbs up. I hope everybody had a great week. There's Pamela. How are you? Karen. I saw Jay was on there. All the boat friends. And I got a couple shout outs that I'm going to do. That's going to be a new portion of the video. Just take a couple minutes and say what's up to some of the new boat friends that send me a lot of emails. And I'll get into that in 1 second, but let's check out the waves over here on Park Point. It's a little dark, but you can see the white caps are out there. And in the background, you can see that light that's swinging around. That's down there at Sky Harbor Airport on Park Point. But take a look at this. Pretty ominous sky, though, in the background with the fog and the clouds. There's supposed to be some rain here this evening in Duluth. A little drier pier than you've seen over the last week or so with some of the videos. But this is what's going on. Not too many people out here on the South Pier. And what's going to happen here in a few moments is the aerial lift bridge is going to go up to 135 feet. So all the way up to prepare for this large ship that's going to be coming through. Old school Laker, super legit. I love the look of those Lakers, the forward pilot house. When you think of the Great Lakes and you think of a ship, that's what you think of. But I came out here just a little early, started the live stream a little early just so we could talk. It's Saturday night. Why not? We can kind of chop it up for a little bit, right? Have some fun. Give you a shot of that Duluth skyline out there. show you those flags. If you remember in that video, couple of videos, remember that flag on the right side? They repaired that, which is awesome, but that'll give you a good look at that wind. And so that's what's going on right now in Duluth. But one thing I want to pass along to everybody before the ship comes in is I want to say hello to some of the new boat friends. And I get a lot of emails, and some of the people that are sending the emails, it would be cool if you send it to the comments, because it's hard for me to keep up with the emails. I mean, I'm getting a lot every single day. But I thought it'd be fun to say what's up to some of the new boat friends and welcome them in. We got Andrew in Allen, Texas. He sent an email. Also, we've seen George in Montreal, Canada. He's been leaving some comments. So I want to say what's up to George. Also, here's an interesting one. Darren from Juneau, Alaska sent a few emails to me of some ships, and the photos were in the Juneau cruise ship terminal. So in Juneau, Alaska, if you go there, I guess there's an awesome terminal. He showed me some pictures of the cruise ships that are there. So want to say what's up to Darren. Show you the bridge here for a moment. And also, here's another one. We have Fareed from Algeria, who sent me some photos of the Dejin port, which is the largest port for ships in Algeria. So I want to say what's up to Fareed. And then also, you know, a lot of the boat friends that are commenting that we see some of the newer ones, like Don Beaton from Canada. He's been leaving a lot of comments, and he's new, so just want to say what's up to him. And David Hollister, I pinned his comment to the top of the Federal Hudson. Really, really cool comment that he left. He's from Hollister, California. So what's up to David? And then Stefan, here's another one. I think you've seen him in the comment section. Stefan is from Wales, United Kingdom, and guess what? He sent me his itinerary in the email. So Stefan, I don't know if he's on here right now tonight or if he's going to be in the comment section, but if you see Stefan, what he did is he sent the itinerary. This guy is going to be traveling to Duluth, and he said it specifically because he loved watching these videos that I'm putting out to introduce him to Duluth. So Stefan, looking forward to you coming here to Duluth and checking these ships out. So I guess the whole point here is worldwide, ships go around the world for all of us, and we have fun with it. And I just, it's so fun chatting with everybody. And then as far as the schedule with the videos, the uploads, you know, I've noticed that there's a lot of YouTubers that have kind of a schedule, very specific. You know, I'm going to be a little more random. You know, I might do 2 live streams in a day, might do 3 live streams in a day, might do one upload, you know, 2 uploads in a day, maybe none for 2 or 3 days. So I think having a little more random is going to be a little funner. I mean, schedules are fun, but remember, I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of stuff going on with my career. And that brings up another point, that this whole next week I'll be in New York City. So anytime I go to New York, I always try to find some time to show you the ships, which I will. You know, I'm going to make sure that I get some along the Hudson there, which there's a great spot in Brooklyn that I'm going to go on top of this rooftop of this restaurant, which I'll be able to look right down at the Brooklyn Bridge, and we'll look at some ships that are going through right there by the downtown area of Manhattan. But, you know, again, for me, career number one, when I'm there, I got some very important meetings. I got one person, I work in technology, and I have a person that I'm meeting that, you know, I've known him for a decade. And so these are the type of meetings when you go out and meet with people, shake hands in person. There's really something to a personal relationship when you see the person. I mean, we've done these Zooms for a long time and the FaceTimes and all that, but I'm going to tell you, when you have a partner in business, you know, another organization, when you're shaking hands with that person, you know, it re-solidifies that relationship. So I'm going to go out there and do a little bit of that and meet up with some of the people that I've known for many years. So again, you are going to have some fun. I will make sure that I live stream, and it'll be fun. So look for that when I have a break in the action. And that usually resets me too, because when I'm thinking about the ships, it just kind of relaxes me as well. But we are a couple minutes away from the bridge going up. And I actually hear the announcement. So let me zoom in. We're going to watch those cross arms start going down. So you're going to watch this live as it happens. Pretty exciting to catch that. So the terminology for anybody that's new. Oh, and there's Mary. How are you, Mary? Nice seeing Mary on there. So there was that lucky car that just got through. A couple lucky cars. What's going to happen is red lights are going to come on. and that bridge is going to start going up. What they're doing is they're waiting for some people to get across the bridge, some of those pedestrians walking. But look over here. It's called, the term is called being bridged. So if you are on that other side of the bridge and these cross arms start to go down, you have to wait until the ship goes under. And sometimes that can take, there it goes down right now. Sometimes that can take, back to back. Sometimes ships will take, an hour or more. So you really got to get savvy about having marine traffic and keeping your eye on some of these ships. And so there's those cross arms are coming down, and we're going to watch the aerial lift bridge go up to 135 feet. And for those that are new, take a look at the lift bridge operations center right there. You can see it's kind of illuminated in there. That's because they got numerous monitors that are keeping their eye on the road and everything with the people on the bridge. But that's where they control the bridge. And then also, I know Chuck, I saw him on there. How are you? He's always looking for the horns that are on the bridge there, and I believe they're right above there on the right side. So I wish I could zoom in a little more. Unfortunately, because I'm live streaming. Again, this is a live stream. I can only do 720 resolution. I wish I could do 4K and have a better zoom, but that's just how it is. But there's the lift bridge going up. Saturday night here in Duluth, Minnesota. You got that fog in the sky, and I love those communication towers in the background that are all red. Look how thick that fog is. I don't even think we can see those red lights. Typically, those red lights are right over there. Some real deal thick fog. There's Jay. How are you? Good friend. Good guy. Hope you're enjoying. There's Tersa. And to everybody, I hope you are doing great. I wish I could say everybody's name. But remember, when I'm out here holding this camera, I'm rolling with it. I want to find things for you to look at. Here's another thing that I can zoom in on. As you can imagine with this wind, you can see that red flag right there. That just means that it's the highest level of the rip current. There's Capital. How are you? Sam, Sam, how are you? Chris, Art, Terry. I saw Pam in there. And there it goes up. And this is another thing. When you're down here, I saw two cool things I'm going to show you. So the first thing is if you look in the middle of the bridge right there, when it gets up to 135 feet, so right in this area, you're going to see that light is going to turn green. And when that illuminates, it lets the ship captain that's on its way know that it's fully raised at the height of 135 feet. So we'll wait for that for 1 second. Then I got another thing. Look on the right side of the screen. You see that green light. Typically, when I show you these videos, it's always that amber yellow light. And so what that green light signifies is it's an outbound current. So right there's that green light. You see it come on, so that means it's fully raised. But take a look at this green light over here. And actually it just went to yellow as we're watching. So they have below water, this isn't the current on top here. They have some tools that measure below. So below surface here, it lets the captain know what type of current they're dealing with. So that's the first time I've ever seen that. It went from green to yellow as we're watching. So that's pretty cool. So that means that it really updates in real time. Well, let's take a look down the pier before I talk your arm off here. You can see right there, you can see the lights of this awesome ship. I'm going to kind of go over here, and the reason why is because I want a little more light. So I'm going to walk a little further down with you. I want to get pretty much under the bridge because that way I will have better lighting for us as we do it. And take a look up there. You can really see that dense fog with those lights. Maybe we'll take up a position right here. And what I'm going to do as well, since we have a few minutes, I'm going to pass along some information about this ship before we see it. Philip R. Clarke, 767 feet in length, built in 1952. So think of that, 71 years old. And I hope I look that good at 71. So you got to see this. Great looking ship. I think from a paint standpoint, it's just clean. It looks good. It's night, but I think we'll be able to pick up on that. It was built at the American Shipbuilding Company in Ohio. It's owned by Great Lakes Fleet, and they're based out of Duluth right here. 25,000 ton capacity. As I mentioned, is bringing limestone from Michigan. 1974 was linked in 120 feet. 1982 converted to a self-unloader. So you'll see that boom where it can unload itself. 7 holds, 23 hatches, 1 propeller, 1 rudder, and just straight up old school. Straight up old school. So here you go, boat friends. You got your first view of it, and as it gets closer, you're really going to be able to make out that forward pilot house. And if we get lucky, we will get a salute between the captain of this vessel and the aerial lift bridge. And there is some volatility, nothing too crazy, but take a look at the current, at least on the surface level there. And another thing I want to point out, how often do we see those red lights? You can't even see them right now. That's how thick that fog is. I don't know how many times that you've seen it. I haven't seen it too much, especially, you know, whether I'm recording or not. And that's another funny thing. There's many times that I come down here, I don't even have the, you know, my gimbal or anything with me. I just come down, I'll sit on a bench right over there and just blend in with the crowd and watch the ships. I love them. So it isn't always about YouTube and videos. It's just when you have passion for something, this is my hobby. So everybody does something. If you're not in the maritime industry, this right here is no different than me woodworking, doing whatever hobby it is. This takes me away from work and just has me better for a Monday. You know what I mean? And obviously all of you love those ships too. There's just something cool about it. A little bit of wave action. But again, this is going to get crazy come November, because we all know how crazy Lake Superior can get with the waves and the wind. And let me ask you this, if you can, in the comments, you know, there's so many options of videos of some of the approaches I want to do and think about what would be fun. So what would be your favorite type of video? Is it the salutes? Do you like the salutes more? Do you like the weather more? Do you like the salties? You know, that's the ocean going vessels that come in Duluth. Do you like that more? You know, cruise ships, the sunrise, sunset, the Lakers that come in. So you get what I mean? There's so many things to factor in as far as what would be fun. And so I try to mix it up, as you can see. And I'm sitting on a lot of videos to upload, a lot of them. So a lot of me being out on the boat, a lot of, you know, PRT with waves, Lakers. I'm just sitting on a lot of videos to upload. And I think I'm going to save a lot of those for as the shipping season ends. It ends mid-January, and it goes all the way through late March. So there's no ships that'll be on Lake Superior at that time. So I think I might save those for that time. But everybody that's in here, we got a lot of people, approaching 600 people in the live stream. If you can, if you like this content, please hit the like button right now, because what that's going to do is pull in more people like us that love these ships, and they'll find this channel. That's how you find it, because the YouTube algorithm pushes people that are interested in the direction of the channels that would be more interesting. So if you can, if you're in here, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button. I think that'll kind of add some juice and be pretty cool. Now you're starting to see that forward pilot house, and I'm leaving that pier in there because it's kind of fun to people watch. You see people excited, especially kids coming down, checking it out. I can remember when I was that age coming down and seeing a boat for the first time. And you know what's funny is, even as, you know, I get older, I still have that same excitement when I come out and see these ships. A couple cool dogs over here. So I hope that we get a salute. That'd be cool. Let me give you just a quick shot. You can see the traffic that stopped over on that other side of the bridge. So those people are bridged. They got to wait for this ship. And there's Grandma's, that restaurant that you see, that yellow building. Super legit if you come here to Duluth. Good food. But here you go. Philip R. Clarke. There's David. How are you, David? I was just talking about you, man. Good to see you, and thanks for that comment. I pinned that to the very top of that Federal Hudson video. Appreciate you, brother. You can see the lights on the deck. Forward pilot house. It looks like they're, yeah, you got some lights on the stern side as well. And anybody that's new to maritime, again, I've only been doing these ships I've been doing this YouTube with the ships for 1 year, exactly 1 year at this point. And a year ago, I was still learning the sides of the ship. So there's so many people that are part of this Boat Friends community. You know, there's people that have been on the ships, that have worked in this for 30 years, some people that are just not familiar with this. So any level, come in, everybody's cool, we answer questions, and we just have fun. And what I was going to pass along to you is that the sides of the vessel, so the front... So I pointed, did you notice that light? That light mirrors the sound that it's doing as well for a visual representation of what's going on with that horn or signal. 107.6 on the decibel meter for the Philip R. Clarke in the evening. Now there you go. Take a look at that forward pilot house. Take a look at the boom on the deck. And as I mentioned, that was a self-unloader. It was converted. So we're approaching 700 people here in the live stream. Really appreciate that. We're here in Duluth, Minnesota, looking at an old school Laker built in 1952, 767 feet in length, the Philip R. Clarke. And it's on its way in from Michigan, fully loaded with limestone. So hit that like button if you're in here. If you like what you're seeing, it'll keep pulling people in. Take a look at that AC unit up in the window. See that? Look at this beautiful vessel going under the bridge. Actually here, you can see crew members working on the deck right there, unlocking the hatches. I don't want to miss this. I want to get that pilot house going under the bridge. Let's take a look at that boom. Check it out. That's old school, clean, just a good looking vessel. Now this is the stern of the vessel. The engine's on this side, and you can see the stack right there. Now let's get this last look. You see Philip R. Clarke there? And actually, take a look. They got the window open down here in the gangway. Let's see if we get a little sneak peek into that engine room. Come on, focus. Hang in there with us. I saw a little something. Check it out, though. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit so we can watch the pivot. We're gonna watch the turn. You can see the flag from the wind. Well, let's roll together down here and just watch the turn. But Boat Friends, again, this is the type of live stream that I do. We have some fun with these ships. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, because we'll be out here having some fun. And you never know when I come out, so just make sure you subscribe so you get the alert. And make sure you hit the like button. That makes a big difference. Look at everybody having some fun. I'm actually going to go around so we can do a little people watching at the same time. And I guess animal watching there on the left. Well, let's get down here. Let's get down here to the end, and I'll give you one last shot. Super legit. Take a look at the Duluth skyline. Again, no red towers. That's crazy. That's how dense that fog is. So the people living up on the hill, I mean, you can't see nothing. Well, there it goes. Very happy that the captain and the crew made it safely in here to Duluth, Minnesota. Boat friends, super appreciate you checking out the video. And on your way out, hit that like button. I'll be out here probably tomorrow. I'll see what's going on. My schedule, you never know. So just as long as you're subscribed, you'll know when I go live. And have a great Saturday night. Thank you for joining from cloudy and foggy Duluth. But we will get together here tomorrow, okay? Take care.